As we move through life, we eventually understand a simple but deep truth. Both being alone and being with others matter. Short moments, quick decisions, or phases where we need clarity often call us to walk by ourselves. Solitude becomes a gentle space where we can move freely without carrying anyone else's weight. But when the journey feels long, heavy, or uncertain, we naturally crave company. We want someone to walk beside us, to share the load, and to remind us that we are not facing life alone. Still, there is an important question we must ask. Who are we choosing to walk with? Not everyone who joins our path brings peace or support. Sometimes being with the wrong people makes the journey harder, not easier. This is why it's important to remember that at the beginning and at the end of our life, we stand alone. And because of this, learning to be comfortable in our own presence becomes a valuable skill. When we truly learn to enjoy our own company, we stop depending on others to fill the quiet spaces within us. We discover that solitude can be calming, healing, and even empowering. Only then can we appreciate healthy togetherness, relationships that do not drain us but help us grow. As humans, we have a special ability. We can simply be. We don't always have to move, talk, or react. We can pause, reflect, and choose our actions wisely. This is something that separates us from creatures that act only on instinct. But when people gather, the energy changes. Groups create their own rhythm. Some come together with purpose, while others gather out of habit. And in large crowds, it's easy to get swept up in what everyone else is doing, losing touch with our own thoughts. Learning to balance solitude and connection is part of understanding who we are and who we want beside us on the journey. To grow into who we are meant to be, we have to learn how to sit with ourselves, to be quiet, to think, and to simply exist without needing anything extra. Even when we walk beside others, our inner journey is our own. Every person is a whole world, shaped by their dreams, memories, and lessons. And it is during our quiet moments alone that we add new colors to the picture of who we are becoming. Before anything else, we must understand what it truly means to be alone. Solitude is not a punishment. It is a powerful step toward inner growth. In a world full of noise, messages, and endless movement, choosing to be alone may seem strange. But it is in these peaceful spaces that we start to see ourselves more clearly. Being alone is not about shutting people out. It is about meeting ourselves without distractions. It is choosing to turn inward and listen to what is happening inside our heart and mind. When we allow ourselves this stillness, we discover a kind of inner mirror. In that mirror, we see who we really are without roles or expectations. The noise of the world softens, and our inner voice becomes easier to hear. Solitude becomes a place where we plant small seeds of understanding. With patience and honesty, we give these seeds room to grow. Little by little, our thoughts and feelings begin to take shape in ways we never noticed before. Spending time alone is not running away from life. It is moving closer to our truth. It is gently removing the masks we wear and facing the parts of ourselves we often ignore. As we walk this inner path, we begin to understand our emotions, our choices, and our dreams more deeply. In discovering ourselves, we also discover a new sense of clarity and strength. When we sit quietly and look within, our thoughts begin to clear. It feels like standing beside a still lake where the sky reflects perfectly on the surface. In this gentle space, we start to notice why we act the way we do, where our fears come from, and what dreams live deep in our heart. As we look honestly at ourselves, we find hidden pieces of growth waiting to be awakened. Real change happens when we treat ourselves with patience and kindness. Our inner world is like a garden. When we remove old doubts and negative beliefs, we make room for confidence and self-love to grow. In these simple, quiet moments, our personal growth becomes most powerful. Just like a butterfly slowly breaking free from its cocoon, we begin to rise above old limits and move toward a brighter, more open life. In a world filled with noise and distractions, being alone can make many people feel uneasy. We often avoid silence because we don't want to face our own thoughts. But choosing to sit with ourselves is an act of strength. It means we are willing to meet who we truly are without hiding behind roles, achievements, or approval from others. When the world becomes quiet around us, we reconnect with the wisdom that has always lived inside. We begin to see that real growth comes not from pretending to be perfect, but from accepting our flaws and learning from them. The journey of self-improvement is about understanding that we are always changing, always learning. Deep within every person is a spark, a piece of truth and inner light that gets covered by old habits, fear, and expectations. When we slow down and look inward, this spark becomes clearer, and it is this spark that guides us toward the life we are meant to live. Being alone does not mean feeling lonely. It is an act of caring for yourself. Solitude gives you the chance to stand by your own side, to listen to your feelings, to comfort yourself, and to support your own growth. In this quiet space, you learn to treat yourself with kindness. You forgive the moments when you fell short, and you celebrate the moments when you rose above. You also gather the courage to face the parts of yourself you usually avoid, the doubts, the fears, the insecurities. These inner shadows may feel powerful, but once you look at them honestly, they begin to fade away. Spending time alone helps you see how connected you truly are to everything around you. When you focus on becoming a better version of yourself, the world around you shifts a little too. Your inner peace spreads outward. Silence becomes more than an empty moment. It becomes a bridge between you and the universe. In that stillness, you can feel your heartbeat, your inner voice, and the quiet energy that ties all living things together. In this peaceful space, your imagination opens. You start to picture the kind of life that feels true to your heart. You let go of beliefs that once held you back and welcome new possibilities. You begin to understand that you have the power to shape your own path, step by step. As your relationship with yourself grows stronger, your connection with others naturally becomes deeper and more honest. When you meet people from a place of self-awareness, your words carry sincerity and your presence carries understanding. Solitude becomes the pause that strengthens every bond you choose. It gives you the wisdom to recognize which people help you grow and which people drain your energy. In learning to be alone, you learn how to live more fully, with yourself and with others. At first, spending time alone may seem opposite to our wish for deep and loving relationships. But the truth is the opposite. When we allow ourselves to be alone, we open the door to real understanding and real connection. In quiet moments, we learn how our own emotions work. We see what we need, what hurts us, what comforts us, and what lifts us up. And once we understand our own heart, we become better at understanding the hearts of others. This creates room for honest conversations, trust, and openness, the very things that build meaningful bonds. As we come to the heart of this journey, we can look back and see the wisdom hidden in solitude. Being alone is not about pushing the world away. It is about turning inward and meeting yourself without fear. It is choosing to grow, choosing to love who you are, and choosing to share that love with the world around you. When we walk this path, our inner peace becomes a light that others can feel. We start inspiring change, not by force, but by simply living with clarity and kindness. So allow solitude to be your quiet journey back to your true self. Use it as a chance to listen, to heal, and to understand. The more you learn to care for your own heart, the more naturally you can care for the hearts of others. When you know how to stand strong on your own, you become someone who loves without fear and connects without losing yourself. Remember, learning to be alone is not the end of connection. It is the beginning of deeper connection. It helps you see how every life is linked, how every heart is part of a greater whole. Solitude awakens you to the truth that we grow alone, but we rise together.